Okay, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so this is the promised recap video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over some key main events that have happened since I've been away and play some highlight clips that I have accumulated over the past year. If you have been watching my Bim or Alex channel, then this video will be irrelevant to you. However, if you haven't, which is going to be the majority of you, this is what happened. So, if you remember, I was chatting a lot of shit about how road to drifting and I'm going to get my license so I can start drifting and build a drift car and this and that. I ended up buying my first ever car, which was a BMW E36, okay? The car is a 1999 BMW E36 Coupe. It is the 316, so you can start laughing and taking a piss at me in the comments. Basically, the reason I got the 1.6 is because that is the only one I could get insurance on. I'm 20 years old and I've had my license for a year. So after I bought that, obviously the first thing you do is you go and try and drift it. So I tried that with an open diff. So because open diffs are awful for drifting and just about the dumbest thing you can ever do, especially with having about 100 horsepower, with this 1.6 liter, I ended up crashing.
Come on, come on.
So after this amazing crash, I'm pretty sure the chassis got very, very deeply rootedly damaged. So I think I bent the car from that crash, which was about a month into me owning it. So that was great. Anyway, so after this crash and after me getting pissed off with this open diff, I got Vasil, my mate, who will see on this channel a lot and would have seen on Bim or Alex, to help me weld it, aka he welded it for me.
Let's wheel the fucking wheel.
Alright, it's time.
Let's wheel the wheel.
It's too dark.
Yes! What are you saying?
This is so fucking sick! I've actually just been waiting for this my whole life. A welded diff. The car hops around when you turn, fam! So after getting my diff welded, I was a changed man. Okay, it was a completely different car. Just a tip out there for anyone trying to get into drifting. Fuck an open diff, just weld it. Don't even attempt to drift with an open diff, there's no point. Just weld it. It literally, the car drifts on its own when you weld a diff. Especially an E36. I haven't tried S chassis or anything, so I don't know. That was amazing, and I just started getting really used to that 100 horsepower life and getting sick of only being able to drift in the wet. So my mate Ves, who again you would have seen a lot on Bim or Alex and you'll be seeing a lot on this channel, he had a pretty rusty 4-door 320i which had the M50 B20, which is the iron block 2 liter. And I basically bought that engine off him and we ended up swapping it into the, oh my god, look at this, fucking learner driving 2 miles an hour. Drive, bruv, it's 70 miles an hour, we're doing 45, just go. Anyway, I was there once. Anyway, so Vess ended up helping me do the 2-liter swap into the silver car, which was fun. So yeah, we're gonna start fucking tearing it apart, I guess. Uh-oh, something's missing. So yeah, me, Vess, and his brother and uncle came down, helped us to remove the 1.6, and now we've got the 2.0 sitting here, and we're looking at how this will go in there, basically. I wanted to show that. That's kind of mental, like. You're right.
Every normal car guy knows this one.
Every normal guy knows this one. Pretty much, I just took it on a test drive. We managed to start it last night. I needed to plug in some more radiator and fuel, not fuel, coolant sort of stuff, and I needed to bleed the coolant. So of course, what do you do after you add about 50 horsepower to your car and 2 cylinders? As a beginner driver, yeah? You go and crash it, of course. Because I crashed into someone else, I had to deal with that, and I owed people money and stuff. Just normal drift life stuff. I'm not really gonna get into it. If you're interested, go and find the video on Bimmer Alex that explains it. It will also be in a playlist on his channel, so if you're interested, just go and dig it up. It's on there. But after that, the car was kind of destroyed, but I didn't want to come to terms with that. The chassis was definitely bent, all the bushes were gone, and it just had a 2-liter engine in it. I forgot to mention, while all this was happening, it was my daily, and I was delivering pizzas in it. Yeah, the car just ended up kind of shitting itself in a sense, and I ended up being pushed to needing to buy an actual daily. So this is the car. Yeah, Corsa, mate. Let me explain. Okay, I'm gonna go inside because it's really windy. So yeah, I got a Corsa. The BMW is not gone. It's not sold. It's just off the road. I still got the little keychain for it because I'm gay. Yeah, the BMW is not sold. I didn't sell it, even though I kind of wanted to. But end of the day, I've put so much work and effort and like heart into it that the amount I'll sell it for is nowhere near how much it's worth to me. So after that revolution in my life, everything just kind of ended up working better in my life after getting a normal car to drive around and then having the drift car separately. Because I realized there was going to need to be loads of work, I kind of parked it, and the MOT was running out, so it was a whole fiasco with that silver coupe. Yeah, so after parking it, I had 2 choices. I had an option in fixing the chassis and sorting out the bend and potentially like having to redo everything, as in like welding it up and all this stuff, or I could just reshell it. So I would keep the 2-liter and I would just get a new coupe and just put everything I had from the silver car in a new shell. So my friend Andre, who hasn't really been on the videos much, he sent me a link to a 316 black coupe, non-sunroof, which was in like Milton Keynes area, which was kind of far, but I was like, I feel like this will be worth checking out, even if it's not anything special. It will just be good to go and look at. So me and Vess went to look at it, and it was perfect. So I bought it, and from then my current car was born. Okay, I spent the whole summer building it, putting new suspension parts, and I even found a new donor car, which ended up making the silver coupe completely obsolete, because I would have all new suspension, a new engine, and essentially just a completely new car. So I ended up selling the silver coupe to Vess. Yeah, pretty much I ended up building the black car, which again, there's a whole playlist on that. If you want to check it out, just do that. And then yeah, after putting the black car on the road, I drove it around, you know, practicing my street drifting in Mexico, of course. And because Mexico is a bit strict with street drifting, I ended up getting the car impounded for the first time, which was pretty fun. Just a big fuck up. Long story short, they end up checking me and they're like, oh yeah, you have a fucking section 59 from January in the snow. And I'm like, oh yeah. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to take your car. And I'm like, no. Is there anything I can do? Blah blah. I was trying to like hint some shit, but it's not Bulgaria, so they were like, no, nothing you can do. So yeah, long story short, my car got impounded. But yeah, so that's kind of really all that's happened recently. I've done a couple repairs here and there on the car, like a thermostat install and all this stuff. But again, that's all just on the Bimmer Alex channel if you want to go and really thoroughly like watch the last year of my life. I hope this recap video has given you a good idea of what the fuck I've been up to in the last year while I've been away from this channel. Like I say, from now on, I'm going to be posting exactly the same stuff that I've been posting on the Bimmer Alex channel, just on here. I've got loads of videos and I'm actually on the way to do something kind of project related right now. This is why I'm driving and this is why the background of this video is not prime. But you'll see a lot of videos of me just driving around and stuff and kind of updating you. So this is just to give you a taste of that. Like I say, make sure you follow at RevCrew88 on Instagram and the Facebook page if you're interested, and follow me at GetAClip on Instagram for like actual live updates of what is happening in my life. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon with more car stuff.